You are now listening to Vigilantes Radio, presented by the Only One Media Group. This is the people's choice for quality interviews, celebrities and special guests. Hosted by Demetrius Dinny Reynolds. Call in to join the mix at 701-801-9813. For the complete archive of episodes, visit onlyonemediagroup.com and be sure to like us on Facebook at Vigilantes Radio. We welcome all. Enjoy the show. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, Demetrius Houdini Black Reynolds. Enjoy the show.
Yo, what is going on? Welcome to another awesome episode of Vigilantes Radio. I am your host, dini-mussolini. Man, there are over 37,000 of you guys on our phone line and our chat rooms, on the browser, Google Hangouts, Skype, all of the plugins that we use to run these episodes. You guys are filling them up, and I appreciate that greatly. So we have a very special guest for tonight's episode, so you definitely want to stick around for that. Next week on the 21st, myself and Busy Bone will be at Townhouse, which is a club in downtown Dallas, to celebrate a pre-Thanksgiving party. A few Dallas Mavericks will be in the house as well. So it is a free event. You just have to RSVP. You can go to our Instagram. Get you a ticket to get in. We have our own VIP section there. So if you want to come chill with us, come holler at us. We are sponsored by Hennessy, so we will have Hennessy at our table. So pull up. All right. A good productive day of work enables you to have a great rest at night. A great rest at night enables you to have a good productive day at work. Life is a cycle of effort and rest. The effectiveness of each depends on the other. You cannot cheat this cycle. Sleep all night and all day and you'll feel awful. Work or play all day and all night and you'll be worthless the next day. Maximum effectiveness requires balance. You've got to work hard and you've got to stop along the way to rest and relax. Sometimes you can be more effective in your work by doing less of it. Sometimes you can get a better rest when you work a little harder. Try to drive your car with only 3 tires, and you'll appreciate the need for balance. When you get out of balance, nothing works right. To live effectively, you must have a balance in your diet, in your schedule, in your relationships, in your ideas, in your viewpoint. If you go too far out in one direction, you'll topple over. Or somebody will point out, that you're toppling over. So think balance and get the most from life. Take that from me, dini-mussolini. That is my word, and word is bud.
You're live in the mix. Let's get this started.
Yo, hello, and welcome to another awesome episode of Inside the Music, or the book, or film, or even the business, where we dive into the minds of the people who create these marvelous things. It feels so good to be back with you guys once again. Big ups to my folks who are Indigos, Crystalline, or the Starseeds, for my Vigilantes audience family, for my hooligans, and shout out to my people who are vegetarian or vegans. If you're in a struggle like me, we are averaging over 37,000 live listeners, and we've been at this for 5 solid years. I appreciate to all you guys who've been rocking with the kid on this journey, and we are still evolving, baby. It is all because of you, most definitely. We are the people who have dedicated their lives to music, spirituality, business, literature, art, films, and research in every aspect. And we want to allow you an opportunity to tell your story. Man, we've had celebrities on our show, from Grammy Award-winning artists, nominees, to actors, comedians, CEOs, technology revolutionaries, visual artists, from authors to professors, and vampires. Or people who think they're vampires. It doesn't matter who you are or where you come from. Come on our show and talk to me. So check it out to book your interview or to appear on my other show called Skeptics. Email me at vradio@onlyonemediagroup.com, and that's V as in Victor. We hope to get the stories behind these unique people and give them a chance to tell their truth to us and the universe. That is Vigilantes Radio sole purpose. You know the number to dial, 701-801-9813. Share that number with your buddy right now and tell them to tune in to connect with us or our guests, or you can hop in the mix directly from our website, which is onlyonemediagroup.com. Right from the home page, you can slap that go live button and you'll be here live in the mix and in the chat room with all of us. So feel free to shoot over some questions to ask our guests while they are here, but only as time permits. Sometimes my guests and I talk entirely too much. And as always, all episodes are available for free download, and you can grab them from either Spreaker.com/Only One Media Group, iTunes, Player.fm, YouTube, any app from the Google Play or iTunes Store, or over at our website. And that goes for every single episode that we've ever aired.
When singers, songwriters, rappers, bands, and their respective teams contact us on a national level, it always seems to work out in a very interesting experience for us. Cameron McClure is no exception to this. Coming with clear and pointed view on experience, a very humble and honest person, it is our pleasure to have this interview with Cameron through Vigilantes Radio. On a personal note, I was going through a great number of emotions myself at the time of this interview, being both developed and written. But, nonetheless, it will be fantastic to have Cameron share their story with us. And guys, just on my personal note, sometimes you got to go through difficult times. You have to just keep it moving. Pursuit of what you feel is necessary in your heart of dreams, and go all in. I'm not saying you have to ignore an issue, because that only builds stress. So anyway, we are here. So let's dive deep, grab the popcorn, and tune in. Cameron, you're now live in the midst with all of us. How's it going?
Hey, I'm good, man. Hey, I wanted to I had to clear up some stuff first. You got my government, man. I'm actually you can call me Soul Prophet, man.
Soul Prophet.
You know what I mean? Okay. Yeah. I used to let I like to minimize the two people. They're two separate entities, It's my everyday life, and then I got my alter ego. So Soul Prophet is my everyday.
Got you. Well, man, I was that's the information I was given.
I know it is. I was gonna call in with you, brother. If you want, I kind of let you know what's been going on. I appreciate you having me on your show, man. I know we were calling in. We had a real exciting breakthrough. So we have a big record that we're pushing. I happen to be the producer of the record, featuring Grammy Award-winning artist beenie-man. So I wanted to give a call to chop it up a little bit. Let's see if we can delve into what made this masterpiece happen.
Definitely. So, man, just to break the ice, my brother, how's the weather where you at? Where are you, by the way?
Oh yeah, it's not good right now. It's not good at all. I'm in California, so we're all burning up out here. Yeah. You got people walking around, looks like zombie apocalypse. It's like people got masks on in their cars. You got little babies with masks on. I need y'all to say a prayer for us out here, man. We're apparently the air quality is the worst in the world where I'm at right now in the Bay Area. So, but it's really all over California. So we are completely burning up. No one can really breathe. Hopefully this clears up soon because it's starting to affect people's day-to-day lives. They're having to cancel school. So, should clear out. We've dealt with fires before. Hopefully we can get a handle on this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, I have a friend living out there near Studio City, between Burbank and San Bernardino Valley, I think. And he was showing me pictures of his backyard, man, burnt. But
it's pretty rough right now.
Yeah,
pretty rough right now. He got out? Okay, good. Yeah, I know they evacuating a lot of folks. A lot of my people down there. They evacuated some of the bigger artists out in LA too. They had to leave their homes. So it's just been it's been what it is. We all deal with tragedy. This is just a blip in the road. We'll get through this, but there's been about over 60, 70 people that lost their lives. So we're just hoping that everybody stay strong, get through it. We'll bounce right back.
Definitely. All right. Well, so you're the producer of this wonderful record, Feeling Herself.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And you're not the manager of Beenie-Man.
I am not. That's the only way I want to clear up. I am definitely not Beenie-Man's manager. I think I managed artists one time in my life, and I do not desire to ever do that again. It's a very, very special, unique job. And I believe Beanie is managed by his brother. But I do not manage Beenie-Man. That would be much further. And I haven't been in the game not that long. You're talking about a man who's been in there 40 years in the music industry. So right on. Yeah, man, I went that management route early on in my career, and that is not a fun job at all. I could tell you. No, not in the least. Like, I mean, everybody, you gotta, in life, man, you kind of gotta. It's good to be a what they call Renaissance man. It's good to wear a couple hats. You have to, but don't be the jack of all trades, master of none. If you gotta know your lane, and you gotta know you can't do everything. And I don't know, that was just a separate job. I come to find out those who have the strongest teams, good manager, good road manager, good publicist, those are the ones that really excel. So it's just really having a variety of people and not one person trying to do it all, because that's how you fail. That's how you fail, not recognizing your own strengths and maximizing them.
Yeah, yes, sir. So, man, let's start at the very tip of the top. Tell our listeners about your journey, your influences in music, and where did it all start for you?
All started for me very young, as far as from a listening standpoint. I've dabbled, touched instruments here and there, but nothing where I would really call myself really proficient. I got started in I'd say about hip hop about 18 years old in college, actually. And I ended up winning a record deal by the time I turned 24. And I did a small little stint with Exhibit, performed at the Fillmore. I won his, it was called Exhibit's Hip Hop Superstar. So I got a deal with Sony Records. I won a car, and a demo deal, which really turned out to be nothing. But through all that, and through that experience, I was able to touch hands with a lot of different individuals and folks. I was rapping and singing hooks. You know, it was a very long time ago. I don't do any of that anymore or have any desire to. I got to Atlanta 2007, and I discovered production, and I mean, from there I really just started going haywire, doing a lot of beat battles, working with some Atlanta producers, learning a lot, you know, and I was winning a lot of beat battles. So at that point, I started having to learn how to construct songs, you know, it's really a different art. You know, you have one that's just boom bap, you know, in your face, big drums, you know, and then the next skill set, you have to lay out a song, you know, pre-hooks, pre-bridges, you know, intros, you know, it's not always, you know, big banging drums. You got to actually tell a story with the song, and then learn how to work with other artists, other musicians, things like that. So that's really where I said, okay, this is me, you know, this is me in this whole evolution, this journey, you know. So now I'm just, you know, I've been off it a little bit. I kind of put my business hat on right now, but that being said, it's worked out. It's worked out in our favor. I haven't, you know, other than, you know, playing a little guitar here and there, and working on the tracks. That's really just kind of getting life together right now. You know, I got a baby on the way in about 2 weeks. This is all like, you know, life situations I'm trying to get together. But at the same time, I got to get some of this music that we have out there. We got a lot of it, you know, and we got a lot of records we're sitting on. I don't know if you ask me how we got involved in the Island Records. I really have no idea. That just you kind of go with what the universe throws at you, and you know, because I was not making dancehall records, although I love dancehall music. I really wasn't making those records at all, and then the opportunity presents itself, and then you continue to ride that wave, and you jump through that window once it opens. So that's really kind of a high level look at where I've been and where I'm trying to go. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I need a Grammy. My business partner's Grammy nominated. You know, Beanie has a Grammy. Like, all these people have Grammys and are Grammy nominated, but at this point, I want a Grammy. Like, it's a personal achievement, and that's what I'm really looking after. You know, success comes with whatever you do. You know, I'll find ways to make money. Like, I don't have to worry about that. I need the personal achievement, you know, and I need to feel that. I need to feel that accolade.
Yeah. So when you first start out, you're rapping, right? Are you rapping and producing, or just rapping?
No, I'm done. I've been done with that, man. I wouldn't even try. Oh, you talking about when I started? No.
Yeah. So
I had a producer. Yeah, I had a producer. He was really dope too. His name was Phoenix. He's really dope, like really dope. Sought after by the mainstream too. They really liked this dude. Like, he was talented. Probably still is. You know, we just you know, we had a group. Our group split, and you know how that goes. You know, but I just completely was focusing on writing for other people, and that was kind of my lane in. But then I started getting antsy, you know, because I ended up joining a live band later on, and then I got antsy seeing everybody else like kind of playing things, and I'm like, I want to stand up here on stage, and you better not dare not hand me a tambourine. I'm not that dude. So, like, you know, you got me up here looking crazy. I don't have anything in my hands. So that's why I'm taking this route of, let me get behind the sound. You know, let's get behind the sound, because I want longevity, and I let the artist be the front runner. You know what I mean? Let them do that. Let them be on the spot. Let them get called out on shows. I just take a back seat real quick, and let me sit behind these boards. You know, let me see if I can strum some chords on this guitar, some, you know, just anything, you know, that can create sound, and then bring in musicians and other people that are better, and then kind of orchestrate and fill in what I can't do, which is a lot. Fill in, and then put it all together, really produce the record.
Definitely. Were you always known as Soul Prophet?
Always. Always. Yeah, I'm in Soul Prophet since I was 19 years old.
Nice. So
I've been the last 20 years.
And look on the internet for some records, rap records from you. There'll be some on the internet, or
you probably find a video. You probably find a video or two. A lot of it got yanked down when I left some stuff up, but a lot got yanked down. If you're gonna spell it, it's SOLEPROFIT. Like I said, I pull a lot. We pulled a lot of stuff down. As you reinvent, you reinvent yourself, and you haven't made that stick yet. You kind of have to control how you're presented to the world. I didn't want to be presented as at this point as, oh yeah, that guy, he raps. You know what I mean? It minimizes things. It consolidates you into this box, which is not bad if you're really dope at that box. But my passion changed. It switched. I don't have a passion to be an MC anymore. Yeah. I'd rather do some background harmonies or play some, or just, I want to move more into the musicianship. Now I can make beats. I can make, slap. Like I can make, definitely make that knock, but, it's more than that. I look at people that really do this, and they're really good, man. There's a lot of really good, talented people out there, and it humbles you. It makes you just go, damn, I got to get so much better at my craft before I really present everything and throw everything out online, because, it's special, man. It's not about quantity. It's about quality of work. So, I'll put things, we're very tactful about what we put out, and I left a few old things up there, a couple videos I did. So yeah, you will find that. Records I produced. You'll find a couple of those on YouTube, but for the most part, yeah, I'm behind the boards at this point.
Yeah. All right, so you go from rapping to playing instruments to producing, behind the boards, engineering, all of that. I always admired that part of the field. I call them the architects, because you guys are crafting everything from nothing, Yeah. From nothing. Well, that's always impressive to me. And this record, man, Feeling Herself, I think it can be huge. And the production on it, man, was so wonderful. I can't wait to play it on the show.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
That's actually a funny story how that started. That record came about.
Let's hear it.
'Cause that record's been in the works for about 2 years at this point. So the songwriter, Mr. More Music, he wrote two albums for Maya overseas. Really well known. He's Grammy nominated. This is my boy. He's my business partner. So we linked up. We got introduced to a mutual friend, and then we just started working, man. I think we just decided to go this vibe, just making this kind of this dance hall kind of vibe, right? Had no kind of dance hall artist in mind at that time, and I was there with my boy Doug Liscombe, who plays the guitar lick on that track, and we just started kind of just you stack stuff against the wall and see if it sticks, and this was one of the records. We have other dancehall records ready to go. Some ones that I really enjoy, but we just started working on this. And then, I don't know, every now and then you hear something and you say, it's got wings, it's got legs, it can move. And that's kind of what happened. So we reworked the hell out of this track. But he wrote that lyric. He put, I think one of the lyrics was, beenie-man to her, sim sima. That was he wrote that lyric in there. Mm-hmm. A year and a half later, he meets a manager of the other artist who's on the track, Tamo-j. He's amazing. He's coming out. He's really coming up. He's getting airplay over there. It's gonna be huge. He's gonna be a huge artist. But he ends up linking up with her. She gets it in front of Beenie-Man. Her name was Kara Vickers. She got it in front of Beenie-Man, and then he loved the record and recorded it. Now, this took almost 2 years to get into. He recorded it last year, and then to get all the, the business part of it right, that took another year. And all of that, and it's just like all that, it just spun from, he put the lyric in the song with no intentions of it really getting to Beenie-Man, had no idea, and it did. So that was one of those coincidences that turned out, you can speak things into fruition. You just believing in it. And then so, here we are with the record, and we're barely getting started. Like, I'm not just going to, live off one record, but it's a catalyst to a catalog, so it'll boost the catalog. I've been wanting to get this off, and I'm like, I'm tired of sitting on music. There's no reason to be sitting on these tracks. Some of these are big, and they got to go. And so this one, we're looking for it to, I'm really going to work it in 2019 and have it hit by the summertime. Yeah. By the summertime, we'll put a smaller machine behind it, and then and see if we can get it in front of a nice little platform.
Nice. So right now you're actually going around campaigning, or as I like to say it, shaking hands, kissing babies, hugging necks, promoting the record.
Yeah, you see, Mr. More Music is doing that much, like on a higher scale than me. So he went to Egypt, got some spins in Egypt. We got all that on film. So he got it playing in a lot of the Middle East. So we're kind of targeting certain areas where we know Beanie's fan base is big. Just right. On our own, seeing how we can dig and see what we can do before we start really putting some work behind it, right. Because we really believe in the record. Like, I believe it's an anthem that's going to do what it does. Like it, and then we can hit a bunch of remixes and do what we have to do. But you got to push it right. You got to do the right thing with the record. It can't just be. We're not local artists anymore. Those days are over. The days of me, there's certain things I do differently, and you have to think of yourself as a professional. Otherwise, it's gonna sound real amateurish, and that's not what we're about. We got people that have actual nominations, actually voting on Grammy boards. We're not. You got to think of yourself and treat yourself as a business and how you want your business being presented. So, we're gonna put a real nasty campaign together. Right now, just getting some feelers out there. Just getting it out there a little bit. Touch it a little bit. But he did that overseas. He's getting it overseas. So we should hear some tracks in the middle of 2019. It should be ramping up.
What about as far as, I guess right now is like in test marketing stage, trying to find that initial artist. What's the plan after or once it sticks? Is there going to be a tour formed around it, or what happens next?
Well, that would be, I'm pretty sure that's when, when Beanie will start throwing it in the mix. We it's gotta be a proven record. And it is, because we put it out with just us on the record. And it got over, in 1 year, it got about close to 100,000 streams. And that was just grassroots. That was nothing. So we yanked it, and we yanked it when we knew Beanie was going to be on it, because it'd be the potential to be a bigger record. So much bigger. So, yeah, I mean, the plan is to not only push it, but, we missed his tour, because I think he had his 40th year of celebrating music this year. So we kind of missed that boat for the record, but it's Beenie-Man, so he has timeless music, so it doesn't really, at that point, it doesn't matter. So he'll put the record out next year. He puts big singles out. So when we plan on putting it out in 2019, then we want to hit it right around summertime. So hopefully it has enough traction by then. It should. Enough to really support the record, and Tamo and Beanie can start doing what they do with the record. And then that's when we'll start looking into remixing and start really hitting a couple remixes with different artists.
Nice.
Just magnify the record.
Yeah.
So, but we have to see what it does. We got to really sink our teeth into it, push it out there, make it catch fire.
Definitely, man. I could imagine, man, promoting a record from ground up has to be tremendous work. But how do you feel about the progression of your music over time? How can you tell that you're evolving as a producer?
Because I'm learning to be myself. Like, that took a long time, and it's crazy, but you know who told me that a long time ago? There's a big producer out of LA named G1, DJ Quick and G1. But G1, I remember being in the studio a long time ago, and there's a guy there that told me, man, you got to be yourself. Whatever that is, somebody's going to relate to you. There's somebody out there that'll relate to your story no matter what it is. You don't have to follow the trend. You don't have to try and be something you're not, which is hard for a lot of people because we want to follow that trend. Oh, yeah, but that's not hot. That's not lit. Like, I got to do. You really don't. You really, the power and strength is in being yourself. I think I'm just now I know who I am. So I know I've got a whole nother thing. I got a whole list of things planned. Got animations, crazy funk anime that I want to do, all live. I got a whole slew of stuff that I know nobody's going to try to duplicate because you can't do somebody else better than they can do themselves. So you could try, but if somebody's truly being themselves, hey man, it's their party. You're just invited to it. So that's where I'm at with music now. I feel like I know what I want to do for sure. And I know who I am for sure. Like, I'm very comfortable. It took a while to get here, but I'm here. So, it's hey, y'all invited to the party if you want to come. If you don't, that's fine too.
Yeah. That's always important to me. Everything that you just said is, finding your identity within whatever you do, and that can go for anything. It's like you know exactly what you want and what you need once you identify yourself, I guess you can say.
Absolutely.
About the record, man, who is the song for?
Females. It's female anthem.
Female.
And right now, we were trying to hit all of that. Like, it just happened to be all of this. The Me Too movement and all this stuff's happened to happen right now. I'm not in. I can talk politics with people, but I usually step out of that. I don't even care about that too much. Really, you look at who drives. You have to look at who the driving force of anything is. It's always going to be women. It's always going to be women. There's anything you do at some point is going to appeal to a certain group of women, and if they support it, people will follow. This is a female anthem. This is to empower themselves. You feeling yourself, and it's sexy song. You know what I mean? Sexy dance song. Get them out there, dance. Make it do what it does, and that's really important. It's really important to us. So what you're going to see is, we have some clips and stuff of different women from around the world, doing the little selfies, the IG selfies, dancing, doing the little thing in the car. Some of them put it on the stripper pole. Some of them, in dance studios, wherever they are, whatever their comfort space is, and they're feeling themselves in that moment. It's really just supposed to be more empowering like that. So it's a pretty positive song. It just happens to have that feel to it. It's got that feel that makes it go in the club. So, I'm good with it.
Definitely. Now, I was going to ask about the social media aspect of it. You mentioned that Lady's been doing many clips. How effective is that?
It's very effective, but I mean, it's extremely effective. We probably had over 80 to 100 video clips, when we put it out, and then we put it out with Beanie. Yeah, that's mostly Mr. More Music, and Tamo's been pushing in Jamaica, and you know, they've been getting people. Like, women like to do this. Like, they really do. You know, they really, and if they like it and it's something they can dance to, look, I don't know how important, I want to get in trouble. Say, look, women love to be out on camera, and they like attention, and they love it on Instagram. They will to outdo the next one, and right. to be the baddest chick on IG. They'll do it, you know, and it creates a buzz. It helps the song, and then it puts them out there. So it's like a win-win, you know. And as the song grows, you know, we plan on going a few other spots with it, you know, possibly doing some more serious promotion at some point, you know. But you know, the bigger it gets, the more we hope to really how you say, exploit the song. You know, we want everybody out there doing it. We want videos. I want it as attractive as can be, classy as can be, sexy as can be, all of that. Everything. I want all the women that want to dance to the song, put it out there. That's what we want. We want to see pages of this. And that's how it's going to catch. And catching to me means at some point it's going to be a huge song to license. And we're going to start seeing this pop up on different movies and TV shows, you know, until we can secure some licensing deals. So, like, there's a plan. There's a business plan. And, you know, streams, no, you know, that it's not about, when streams just make the song go. You know, that means, okay, this many people are listening to it. Then that means we should get this much support.
Yeah, right on. All right. What about music video wise?
Yeah, that's a whole nother issue. Like I said, it's 2 years in development. So, I mean, with the video, it's still going to be shot. It may or may not have Beanie in it. I don't think it will, because we're shooting to do something different as well. And since it's the female's anthem, it's fine just doing it centered around that. You know, we don't know whether we're going to shoot it in Houston or overseas. So that's still up in the works, you know, and that's still being worked on. All we have now is just little promo stuff, but nothing serious. We haven't shot a true video yet. We've got it ready. We're about to, but we like I said, again, we want to put it out right. You know, want to get the right look. We definitely have the quality. We got some really established. We have an established director. I really had two on deck. It just depended. But now I think a video for 2019 would really, really help support the record. So maybe about April at the latest, it should be out. You know, but that's a tentative stretch goal. You know,
right?
We're patient. We're patient.
Yeah, got you. But the song can be potentially huge, and if it gets to that point, this record can really take off without the support of Beenie-Man, is what you're pretty much saying. Is that correct?
Well, it'll never. I never want it to be without the support of Beanie. Like he's the main, he's the trigger point. But our goal is to make it to where it's. He doesn't have to carry the record. We want to make it big enough to where his music speaks for itself. So just putting him out, and he doesn't have to, dig deep and push the record. I got to push this record to make it go. No. The record's hot. You're on it. You know what I mean? You made it hot. You and Tamo did your thing. So at this point, we'll work. Might have to be a little patient, but we'll work. And then once it catches, you'll have something easy to support. It'll be another tool in your toolbox. You know what I mean? Another hit record you can throw to your catalog. And that's really what our goal was, because we can do this. You know what I mean? It just, like I said, it's steps. You know, people have already kind of given you the blueprint of how to make a hit record and make it really do what it does. But if you're not willing to invest the time, effort, money, whatever it is, to push it right, then it's probably not going to do anything. I've heard thousands of amazing records coming out of Atlanta, sometimes in the East Coast, even here in Cali. They'll probably never see the light of day because they're not doing what it takes to actually push the record. They're just super talented artists that just got all this amazing material and not pushing it. You know, and they're trying, but they don't know. Like, it's easy for an artist right now. People only go to 4 or 5 places for music. So a strong online presence, that'll blow you up. But you gotta get a little bit of machine behind you. You know, right. And that may take you doing other things that has nothing to do with music. Scrape, work. You gotta get regular jobs. This is a real business. You gotta do what you gotta do, build you up a pot, and push your product, because I swear there are a lot of talented artists and there are new ones coming out. People complain about artists now. I'm like, yo, I've heard some of the most amazing music I've heard. And I've been listening to music for a very long time. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited about just the climate and the climate that to be a part of what's going on right now. That's gonna be dope.
Oh, yeah, man, I can believe it. Do you find yourself giving a lot of advice nowadays? Man. And I'm not trying to the thing is, I'm not trying to be preachy to nobody, because I'm not the kind to just go up to you and here's what you need to do. That's not really my thing, but if you ask, I'm going to tell you the game is free. I don't know why people try to charge for the game. The game is free. It's up to you what you do with it. I ain't going to do it for you, but if you ever ask me, I'll tell you what I've seen and what's worked for me. And that's all I can tell people is go to somebody that's doing it and what's worked for them. I can't tell you everything because I'm not where I want to be yet. But there's some things that I've learned what not to do, those pitfalls. And I've listened to people, and I've listened to big artists and a lot of big producers, and they've schooled me a little bit, and it's not an easy game to get into, and it's not easy to sustain yourself. But the number one piece of advice I was ever given that I will tell everybody is be yourself. Do you the best you possibly can. Don't worry about nothing else. Just do you, perfect your craft, get better and better and better and better, and do you. If you are the best you, nobody can stop you. You'll be successful at some point. Yeah. All right, guys, after the music break, it'll be time for our usual tradition. It is called a hot seat, and our fans love this part of the segment, of course, along with the actual interview. But the audience get a chance to hear Soul Prophet. Maybe he'll sing for us. Maybe he does poetry, inspirational speeches, spoken word, freestyle raps, jokes, stories. We take it all. You never know if these creative minds and vessels were produced in the spotlight. Even live instruments, we take those too. But when we come back, we'll find out if Soul Prophet has what it takes to be put on the spot, a test of his true artistry, and maybe even some hidden talents. But for right now, we have the track Feeling Herself, and we'll be right back.
Soul Prophet. This one is for the island girls. The island girls. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Zaga. Hey. When she hear the song come on, she don't waste no time. Here she go. This one here be your favorite song. It make her body wine. Money on her mind. She love to make her body grind. Watch her do it one time.
You can tell she on that liquor. Yeah.
Mr. DJ, please just let the record play.
So she can do what she did before.
Give it up for the girl one time. She feeling herself, oh me, oh my. Give it up for the girl one time. She feeling herself, oh me, oh my. You know.
When she get full of that liquor,
She feeling herself.
you know. When she's in front of the mirror,
She feeling herself. You know.
when she starts to dance like a stripper,
She feeling herself.
full of that liquor in front of the mirror, she dance like a stripper. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. sim simmer, sim simmer, sim simmer, sim simmer, sim simmer.
I like the way that you're feeling yourself when you feel it, girl, I feel it too. Do some Bacardi and cover your body so that we can do what we do. You make me say, oh, 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 oh. You make me say, oh, 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 baby. When she get full of that liquor, she's feeling herself. You know. When she's in front of the mirror, she's feeling herself. When she starts to dance like a stripper, she's feeling herself. Full of that liquor in front of the mirror, she dance like a stripper. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. She's feeling herself. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Get the feeling of self-confident and sexy. Snap me a rude picture, now bother text me. You're divine, perfect and interesting. Proud of yourself, you're not in a contest with. Two worry bricks, Aisha Diaz, Montana, Fierce and Black China, Amber Rose, Mercedes more. You be your body good, you're feeling yourself. Girl, you're sexy and confident. Yeah. Girl, you're sexy and confident. Sexy and confident. Girl, you're sexy and confident.
All right, and we are back. That was Feeling Herself, produced by my man Soul Prophet. Man, it's going to be a huge record. I'm telling you guys. I am telling you guys. So frustration is nothing more than a reaction. The situation does not cause frustration. Rather, you choose to be frustrated by it. And as such, you can choose to transcend your frustration. Realize there is always something you can do, even if that something is just to accept the situation as it is. Frustration is usually because it helps you identify things that need changing and improving. It helps you understand what you want and what you don't want, what works and what doesn't work. Welcome your frustrations for what they can teach you, then move on past them and take the action that they indicate. Once you're aware of the problem, frustration is of no use. Discard the frustration knowing that you're in control. Take that from me, dini-mussolini. That is my word, and word is bond. But for right now, let's bring back the man of the moment, Soul Prophet. You're back live with us and in our hot seat. Yeah, man. What are you going?
Yeah. Y'all gonna have to. Yeah, I don't really have. I ain't got nothing on me. Ain't nothing for the hot seat other than some advice right now. Y'all caught me in mid-transit.
We'll take that.
I ain't got no instruments. I ain't got nothing wrong with me right now.
Yeah, we'll take some more advice.
You can ask me. Maybe you ask me what you want to ask me. I can provide some advice, but I just coming to promote the record, man. Coming to promote the artists, the true talents in the hot seat.
Definitely.
I don't think you want to deal with the pain of me coming up with these beats from scratch, but you always welcome, man. Anytime you want to come to California and sit with me, man, you can bring the camera, recording it all day, because it's gonna take a while. We like to create out here.
Definitely. I deal a lot with Bone Thugs and Harmon, and they live in Cali. Lives in Texas, but the other four live in Cali, so that's easily to do, my man. I'm always in Cali, Burbank, Studio City, so.
You do busy. Yeah, we used to follow them heavy, man. Hey, one of them actually, I think did some time out in Wasco. That's out where my pops live. So, yeah, we were the biggest Bone Thugs fans. Like in high school, that was everything to us. Once Easy came with that group, it was over. Like, they were huge. At our school, we damn near worshiped them dudes, man. It was crazy as hell. Crazy as hell.
That was one of the craziest phenomenon in hip-hop, man. I think next to the 50 Cent mania.
Yeah. I mean, I would even venture to say, 50 Cent was huge. But I'm saying Bone because that was different. That was something real different. When they really started, just the whole singing, the harmonizing, it was nuts. Like it was something else that we hadn't heard yet. So, you know, like I said, Easy knew how to pick them. Definitely knew how to pick his artists. And, you know, Bone, another one of those legends, man. You know, we all had their albums. We used to buy, back then we used to buy albums in kiosks. Yeah, we used to actually spend money on albums supporting the artists in places like Tower Records. You know, not to date myself, I'm just saying we supported the artists. So, I bought Bone, I bought Flesh and Bone, bought all that, you know. But, yeah, man. Yeah, it's been fun, man. It's been fun. I gotta definitely catch you when you come out to Cali.
Definitely, man. That can happen. So, websites, man, shout them out. Where do you want the fans and the brutally curious to come and find this awesome record online?
So, right now, I would just say, like, go follow at King Beenie-Man. Definitely go follow Beenie-Man. Watch what he's doing. He's doing a lot of, I think my man's just he's about to have a baby and all that, so I wish him the best. Big ups. You know, go follow at Mr. More Music, just how it's spelled, at Mr. More Music, and at tamo-j. These are all artists coming up. And follow me, of course, at Soul Profit, SOLEPROFIT. You can find us just about anywhere, IG, Twitter. You know, I'm not really Snapchatting like that, but I am on all avenues of social media. As far as websites, MrMoreMusic.com. Definitely check that out. You can get to see some work with people like Lil Flip, Maya. Mr. Moore is really getting it in, traveling overseas. You know, outside that, man, you know, just follow us on social media. I'm on IG, really here and there most of the time. Check that record out, Feeling Herself. Again, Mr. More Music featuring Beenie-Man and tamo-j. Let's make this record go, man. Let's make it catch fire.
Definitely. Well, sir, we definitely appreciate your time. Sorry for the confusion in the beginning, but we got it.
Oh, man, that's all right. That's all right. We know we'll always work it out. It's what we do. We work things out, man.
Yes, sir. Definitely. Well, yeah, man, like I said, man, I appreciate your time. We'll keep an eye out on you, man, and future music as well, and try to pump up this Feeling Herself. Well, you know what? I'll add it to the playlist. We have a 24/7 stream of music that plays 24/7. People call all the time just to hear the music, so I'll add it to that.
I appreciate you, brother. You've been great, man. I appreciate that. Any support we get, we'll take it.
Thank you, my Vigilantes family, as always, for checking out my podcast over here at Vigilantes Radio. All episodes are available for free download, and you can grab that from either Spreaker.com/only1mediagroup, iTunes, YouTube, any app that's on a Google Play or iTunes store, or our website. And that goes from every single episode that we've ever aired. If you'd like to request music or a particular guest or send something for me to play, email it to vradio@onlyonemediagroup.com. If it's music, please label it by artist and title. Here's my disclaimer. We are genre free, we do not judge, and we absolutely do not base our opinions on hearsay but facts alone. And actually, you can scratch all of that because all of my opinions are always right. That's the bottom line. This is my show, so deal with it. Nah, just kidding. On behalf of myself, dini-mussolini, I appreciate all you guys for tuning in, either afterwards or live with us. Spread the word because sharing is caring. We stepped up our game just for you guys and our guests to make sure that you have the best experience here on our show. Be sure to connect with us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, as well as Spreaker. We always follow back. That is the #1 rule. Okay, well, just remember to be yourself and be absolutely great at just doing that. Avoid being too comfortable because you're messing with your potential when you do that. Peace and have a good night.
You are now listening to Vigilantes Radio, the people's choice for quality interviews, art, music, and hot topics. Hosted by Demetrius Houdini Black Reynolds of the duo No Longer the Hero. All episodes of this podcast are available for free download at www.onlyonemediagroup.com. This is a Seventh Sign Regime Rebirth Worldwide Syndicate exclusive.